Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sean Ryan here at the University of Pikeville Gymnasium for tonight's volleyball matchup between your University of Pikeville Bears and the Berea College Mountaineers. It is senior night here at the University of Pikeville. I'm Sean Ryan, joined by Kit. The last volleyball match of the season for the University of Pikeville. Unfortunately, I don't believe going to make it into the Mid-South Conference tournament. We were talking about that earlier. They are. Caleb just gave me a thumbs up that they are going into the Mid-South Conference tournament. They take 8 teams.
UPIKE's first conference game will be next Friday
at
noon. It's at Campbellsville University against Lindsey Wilson.
All righty. The Bears, never know. Could be some people underestimate them, come out with a little fire in the Mid-South tourney. Some crazier things have happened.
You're right.
I'm calling it right now. Crazier things have happened.
For an upset 8 days from now at Campbellsville at noon.
So as we mentioned, it is our senior night. We'll go ahead and get some rosters real quick for you guys. For Berea, number 1, Claire Mueller. Number 2, Alexis Calhoun. Number 3, Taylor Ashworth. Number 4, Sydney Short. 5, Simone Brown. Number 6, Laura Lindsay. 7, Caitlin Smith. Number 8,
we'll go with
Ayana Jordan. Number 10, Brenna McMillan. Number 12, Elena Fox. 13, Leanne Looney. 14, Megan Keller. 15, Shelby Brewer. 16, Grace Callow. 17, Kyra Robinson. And 18, Nicole Baker. Caleb, I'll let you take the Bears.
For the University of Pikeville Bears tonight, number 1, Cecilia Ray. Number 2, Taylor Watkins. Number 3, Rachel Murphy. Wearing number 4, Cassidy Tackett. Number 7, Natalia Gaskell. Number 8, Sydney Hall. Number 9, Hannah Brown. Esquivel. Number 12, Amari Edie. Number 13, Haley Johnson. 14, Katie Massey. 15, Sydney Morris. 17, Audrey Ray. 18, Connor Cook. 19, Caitlin Fott. And number 30, Taylor Bragg.
As we mentioned, it is senior night. I'm going to go over the seniors for us real quick, and I'm going to kind of turn the camera so you guys can make sure we're seeing them a little bit. First senior they called out is number 15, Sydney Morris, senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 split, the ace inside the circle for the softball team. A force when it comes to sets for the Bears. Tell you what, I've been here 3 years and tremendous improvements each year. She's a very good, very big piece of this UPIKE volleyball team.
Well, Sean, everything that UPIKE does transition-wise from defense to offense on their sets on the volleyball floor, they go through Sydney Morris. So her statistics as far as sets are concerned are just ridiculous, really, because they use her for everything.
Second senior of the night, number 10, the captain from Toll House, California. Transfer from Merced Junior College is Haley Esquivel, the captain for the Bears team, along with another senior to come later. Esquivel, tell you what, didn't play volleyball here, came onto the team last year as a junior, this year as a senior. Her parents finally make it out from California. I think it's probably the first game they've seen her play at UPIKE. Tell you what, tremendous outside hitter, Esquivel. She has some power and a big-time team leader for this Bear team.
Exactly. You beat me to the point. She is a big-time leader for the team, and it's exciting to see her parents come out from California.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you know all about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal, something that doesn't get to happen very often.
Third senior of the night, number 14, Katie Massey, the senior from Worthington, Kentucky, out of Raceland High School in Worthington. Caitlin, she's had her ups and downs on the volleyball court and whatnot, as far as who comes in, who doesn't. But when she gets in, I tell you what, she took tremendous advantage of her opportunities is what I'm trying to say there. I mean, she comes in, she has a lot of force with the right hand, and when she's gotten chances, she has proven she can play the game.
Well, she's an outside hitter and one of the tallest players on the team. So Katie Massey.
I wish we had the same thing of the PA's reading so we could let you guys know, of course, their GPAs, all that good stuff. The next senior is from Prestonsburg, Kentucky at Prestonsburg High School. Number 30, Taylor Bragg, the 5'10 middle back senior for the Bears volleyball team. Bragg also the second captain of the Bear team, along with Haley Esquivel. They were both voted captain last year and again this year. That's Taylor Bragg.
Bragg, another player who can do a lot of different things for the
Yeah.
team.
And she's a spark plug, I would say, is one big thing.
I agree we do that
about her. The last senior of the night for the Bears out of Betsy Lane, Kentucky, just down the road, Betsy Lane High School. Number 2, Taylor. Again, another outside hitter for the Bears, can come in. She's a spark plug. Coach Gaspin really likes to insert her in spots when team's not feeling something. Boom, put Watkins in, put Bragg in. Let them get a spark plug. Let them get something going. So those are your seniors, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Taylor Watkins is number 2 out of Betsy Lane. Haley Esquivel out of Toll House, California. Katie Massey from Worthington, Kentucky. Sydney Morris from Cincinnati, Ohio. And did they say Audrey Ray?
I don't believe they brought Audrey onto the floor.
A little interesting there. Those are your seniors, though, for the UPIKE volleyball team in this 2014 season.
Yeah, nice ceremony. The fall sports are all kind of wrapping up.
Yep.
Soccer, football, both had their days within the last week. Now volleyball having theirs. So kind of an emotional time of the semester and time of the school year for all the older athletes. Even if you're a junior, maybe even sophomore, even emotional for you, seeing some of your best friends play their last home game and things like that.
The one thing I love right now is Dr. Holcomb making his way down the seniors. Dr. Holcomb, tell you what, he is probably the biggest supporter of this volleyball
He's
program.
a face that you definitely know. If you know anything about UPIKE volleyball, you definitely know the face of Dr. Holcomb.
And he made his way down the senior line, giving them some presents. Then he has one for Coach Gaspin over there as well. Huge supporter of the Bears. We always love it when Dr. Holcomb's out.
Sean,
I'm sure we'll see the wave at some point.
Something we talked about earlier. This is our last UPIKE volleyball game. So is it technically our senior night as well?
They didn't give us flowers, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, the last UPIKE volleyball game in that Sean casting, as far as students are concerned, ever. We may later on in life make an appearance back here in the gym or something, but as far as
maybe someday the school will bring us back and pay us to do all their games. I mean, that'd be cool.
Hey, we'll take that.
Just be the voice of the Bears. We'll take a quick break as we get set for this volleyball matchup between your UPIKE Bears and Berea College. And we're back. I'm Sean Ryan, joined by Caleb No, the last home volleyball match of the season. It's senior night here at the University of Pikeville. The Bears taking on Berea College, who comes into the match at 14-13, just one game over 500. The Bears of UPIKE 15-18 overall. Not the prettiest of Mid-South Conference records, but it doesn't matter because you all get into the tourney, and that's what matters when it comes down to it. It's who does what in the tournament. I wouldn't mark the Bears out instantly. Not at all. Team full of talent. Just always kind of trying to piece it together. Just sometimes struggle with just one thing or the other. Just not quite piece things together.
Well, your matchup against Lindsey Wilson over at Campbellsville University. The Bears, we've seen them be competitive with Lindsey Wilson a couple times this season. Of course, Lindsey Wilson has gotten the best of the Bears in both matches this season. The Bears
that's also
have
the number.
Been competitive.
That's also the number 9 team in the country. So.
Exactly. Yeah, the top half of the Mid-South Conference, very, very strong. Lindsey Wilson, Georgetown, St. Catherine. Lindsey Wilson, Georgetown, both in the top 25. St. Catherine receiving votes.
So on the court, of course, we've got the seniors. We've got Esquivel back there, Sydney Morris, Taylor Bragg, Katie Massey, number 2, Taylor Watkins. And then we got the freshman from Farmington, Michigan, Amari Edie gets the start with the seniors. Haley Esquivel serve is up and over. And the Mountaineers send a free ball over. Esquivel's there. So we go to Morris. And Watkins gets the first kill of the night, the senior. Esquivel again. From the left side, up and over. And just a bit long. About 2 inches out. Nice play there by number. I lost my roster. It just fell. Number 3, Taylor Ashworth there. Nice play. Serve is by number 4, Sydney Short. Received by Bragg. Now back up and over. Berea's going to handle it. And number 5 right there, Simone Brown. She's going to get credit with the kill. There's a little miscommunication between Massey and Sydney Morris. Berea up 2-1. Serve from 4, Sydney Short, freshman from Lexington. And short serve is up. It's received by Watkins to Morris. Massey. And she's going to get a kill as Caitlin Smith couldn't handle it off of her right hand. And it's 2-2. Caitlin Fott now going to check into the ball game.
Massey doing her job there as a right side hitter, finding the gap in the left side of Berea's defense.
And that is definitely Massey's strong point, is on the right side. She can definitely do some damage with it. Caitlin Fott checks in. She serves. That one's too long, so 2 of the first 3 points for Berea. Our service errors by the Bears. 3-2. I tried to do the best I could to get that scoreboard up in the, I believe it's the right side of your screen. We will keep you updated, though, right there. Serve from number 1, Claire Mueller. The arms out to the right, so it's 4-2. 3 serve receive errors here early for the Bears. Serve again by Mueller. That time received by Esquivel. Morris to Sydney Hall. Blocked by number 5, Simone Brown.
Yeah, big time block by Simone Brown. Seems like she got way over the net there, and she is 5'10". Showed her hops there.
Service here from Claire Mueller. Watkins receives. Caitlin Fott. Fought back to Watkins from the back row. Blocked by number 13, Leanne Looney, and Watkins unable to handle it after the block. 6-2 on the scoreboard.
Let's go ahead and give a shout out to Gary Justice listening in tonight. Gary's one of the big reasons that we're able to do this.
Absolutely. I've missed him. We need to get a third headset or something.
Yeah, we do. You're right. We need to get Gary Justice out here on these broadcasts a little more often.
Gary, I missed that Kentucky accent with me. Caleb doesn't have that nice Kentucky accent that I'm used to broadcasting with. I'm going to take a quick guess also on our two other listeners right now. I know it is Ann Brown's family. We know they're out there listening. I'm going to take another guess at Amari Edie's family is the other one on there. We hope it's you guys. If not, we enjoy any followers. Thanks, guys, for listening right there. Point for UPIKE as number 5. Simone Brown hit into the net. 6-4, Berea on top.
Audrey Ray getting some action now. Serves it over. Playable. Berea will send it back. It's a free ball. Well, no, it's a mishit.
Yeah, miscommunication between Taylor Ashworth and Nicole Baker. And Paul Cantrell, the head coach for Berea over there, upset by that one. 6-5, Audrey Ray. So they did say Audrey in the senior thing. But they had to have. I mean, there's Watkins, another nice attack there, but it's dug out. And free ball over. Esquivel, Morris, Sydney Hall. That's going to be a lift, I believe. A little double touch on her set. 7-5. Checking Haley Johnson replacing Audrey Ray.
They like to bring Haley in as the defensive specialist to move her across the back row.
Serve here from number 3, Taylor Ashworth, received by Fott. Morris with her left hand pushes one over just a bit outside. 8-5.
Good idea from her. Only missed it by about 6 inches. So the point goes to Berea, and they lead by 3, 8-5.
Service here again from Ashworth. Off the hands of Caitlin Fott. The backboard. And that'll be the end of that. 9-5. Berea up by 4 here in the early going of set number 1. Served by Ashworth. That one's into the net. Bears get a point back, 9-6. Bears needed that point right there. A little 4-0 run for Berea. Rachel Murphy now, the sophomore. She'll check into the game, replacing Taylor Watkins. Murphy will come in for the serve. Good serve by Mountaineers. Ooh, big time kill right there by number 5, Simone Brown, as Rachel Murphy's unable to handle it. Tell you what, she can get up.
Brown's from Illinois, and I'm looking at Berea's roster. They recruit from pretty much everywhere in the country. They got one player from Colorado, a couple from Ohio, Georgia, Tennessee.
By Morris, but in a better play by Berea. That one Johnson to Morris. Sydney Hall. That one sails long. The referee's not going to call a tip of the net. I didn't think it was either. It's 11-6. 5-point lead for the Mountaineers. Service here from Simone Brown. Top spins it over. Nice job by Caitlin Fott as it's out to her left.
Simone Brown, a heck of a player for Berea. Probably
only a sophomore.
One of the best players on the Mountaineer roster. Only a sophomore. She does have a bright future for the Mountaineers.
Checking into the game, the Bears, Cecilia Ray. She got the service there. And they're going to set up Nicole Baker, tipped in the net by Edie. There's Rachel Murphy. Morris Esquivel for the attack. Blocked by number 13, Leanna Looney. And out of bounds through the back. 12-7. Berea on top. Number 14, Megan Keller will check into the game for the Mountaineers. Into the game for the Bears. Caitlin Fott comes in as Cecilia Ray, Sydney Hall check in and then out. Keller, a lob serve over to Caitlin Fott, received. Then there's Johnson to Esquivel, tipped to the net. Murphy, Esquivel, blocked there again at the net. And number 17, Kyra Robinson with the attack. Amari Edie, and she's going to get the point for the Bears.
Okay, Sean, I'm watching, and on that volley, UPIKE pretty much did what they wanted as far as offense and defense was concerned, and it all started because Berea sent that nice, easy lob serve over the net right to Caitlin Fott, the leader for UPIKE in digs. I'm not sure why Berea would choose to do that, but UPIKE takes advantage of it.
And the Bears can't that time, though, as they serve back over and long. Yeah, one thing, when they do the lob serves, if you're able to get there and under control, to make a good pass, then they're easy to handle. But sometimes you try and catch people off guard, and if they fall in there, it can be a mess.
Right.
That time, Berea gets the point, and it's 14-8. Another lob serve. That time, Audrey Ray gets there. Sydney Morris Esquivel for the kill.
Yeah, Berea playing it kind of safe, really playing defensive volleyball. It's worked out for them so far, 14 for the Mountaineers, but playing pretty defensively even when they have the serve.
Did you hear the PA announcer there by chance?
I did not.
I think he said goal.
Interesting.
I think he said goal by Esquivel. Maybe not. Serve there by Esquivel, received by the Mountaineers. They set up free ball from Taylor Ashworth over to Esquivel. Esquivel to Morris. Amari, and Edie gets her second kill of the night. The freshman out of Michington.
Michington. Well, hey, that works.
I think
works for me. Farmington.
I was
Michigan.
going to see. I had Farmington in my mind as well as Michigan, and just put them together.
That's all right. I think we all got the point.
Yeah, Esquivel, good serve there, received by Ashworth. And they set it into 17, Kyra Robinson Jr., who gets the kill. 15-10, Berea up by 5.
So Berea holding on to a pretty steady 5-point lead now. Serve is over, handled by Esquivel. Morris. And now Cook, who's in the game, attacks. Berea handles it, sends it back over the attack, and the kill. Esquivel dives for it, can't quite get there, and it's 16-10, Berea on top. Well, Berea did force a lot of UPIKE's players to step forward and then exploit that in the back row. Esquivel was really the only player for UPIKE still hanging on in the back row. She did all she could to keep it alive. Wasn't quite able to. Serving once again is short. UPIKE returns it. It's Audrey Ray on the right side attacking and getting a kill. 16-11 as Ray grabs onto a point there. Caitlin Fott, one of the better servers in the conference, sets up to send it over for UPIKE, and it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like I gave her the broadcaster's jinx there.
Yup.
Service error gives a point to Berea. It's 17-11. Serving it for the Mountaineers. All the way from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Claire Mueller. She's a freshman. Serves it over. Handled though. Fought. Now back to Gaskell, who sends a free ball over. Now front row Mueller. Free ball over. Audrey Ray mishandles it. And that's going to be an error. Makes the score 18-11, a 7-point lead for Berea. And Coach Gassman wants to talk it out. That's a timeout. Let's take it with them. 18-11 is the score. UPIKE trails Berea back shortly.
And we are back. Service over. Audrey Ray in the attack. Dug out by Nicole Baker. That time, a nice attack. Taylor Ashworth dug out by Gosco. And I believe that's Connor Cook. She's going to get the kill for the Bears.
Gosco with a big-time dig for UPIKE. Connor Cook made Berea pay on that. Made the Berea defensive player pay. Right in the face, Sean. And now it's going to be an ace for Audrey Ray.
Receive error by Taylor Ashworth. 18-13. The Bears coming off that timeout. 2 points in a row. See if they can keep it going.
So Ray serving again. Kind of a high risk, high rewards And she puts it over and finds her spot. A very, very effective server. This time Berea returns it, but it's going to go too long. Another point for UPIKE, so 3 consecutive points coming out of the timeout. And it's 18-14.
Simone Brown a little bit underneath that last kill, or attack, excuse me. Audrey Ray, another good serve. They're going to set up Brown that time. Would have been a nice attack, but instead they said it was 2 touches on the set from number 13, Liliana Looney. So 18-15, Ray will serve again. And that one she pushes out to the left. Point for Berea, 19-15, 4-point game. Haley Johnson will check back in, replacing Audrey Ray.
With that point, you can kind of feel the pressure setting in. 19-15, UPIKE needs to bring itself back into this thing quickly.
Sydney Hall went for the attack there. Somebody on the Mountaineers got a piece of the net. I'm not sure on the number. 19-16. Bears cut into the lead. It's now down to 3.
Connor Cook getting the serve now, a freshman from Louisville. Puts it in play. A good serve.
A lot of top spin. Nice kill there from number 18, Nicole Baker. 20-16, 4-point game. Rachel Murphy will now check back in. She'll replace Connor Cook.
(20-16), a 4-point lead for Berea. The serve goes over. Fott plays it above her head. Now Esquivel attacks. Handled back row by Berea's Ashworth. They send it back over, and UPIKE has a hard time handling it. Knocked out of bounds, and Berea will get that point. Timeout called by UPIKE, and it's 21-16, a 5-point lead for Berea College. Coach Gassman wants to get things straight over the first set to Berea.
And we're back. Served there by Brown. Morris Esquivel blocked to the net by number 12, Elena Fox, but out of bounds. Bears get the point. 21-17. 4-point Pike. Cecilia Ray, she's checked in the game. She'll serve. And that one's blocked by Amari Edie. Almost was going to be a free ball, but Nicole Baker couldn't handle it.
So it's 21-18, and Cecilia Ray will serve for UPIKE. She's a player that has been depended on a lot more recently by Coach Gassman and UPIKE. She stepped into the role nicely.
The freshman sister of Audrey Ray out of Betsy Lane, Kentucky. Good serve, but a little bit long. 22-18, back to a 4-point game. Some replacements for the Mountaineers, along with Sydney Hall checking back into the game for UPIKE. Right.
If you're watching, make sure you leave us some comments. Give us some feedback. Of course, it is the last game that Sean and I will be broadcasting, but we always appreciate the feedback, and we appreciate you listening.
Johnson there to Morris. Morris to Esquivel. Big time kill. PA announcer definitely just said goal. He definitely said goal. I promise.
I'm not sure why.
22-19. Sydney Morris will serve for UPIKE. And that's off the arms of Ashworth and out of bounds. 22-20.
Sydney Morris stepping up to the service line, providing a spark for UPIKE. Still down 2. She had her senior night tonight, so an emotional night for her, playing her last home volleyball game. This serve is handled in the back row. Now front row, UPIKE will have her. Left side, the hit from Esquivel. A big-time dig right side by Audrey Ray, but nobody's able to come up with it after that. 23-20, Berea leads it with that point, and they will get the serve. Serving it up will be Nicole Baker. Handled back row. Now Amarty Edie with the attack. Return back to her. A nice little tip to the right side, and a good play by the freshman. So the point goes to UPIKE there. And Amari Edie just got up and over the net. Found a blank spot in Berea's defense. 23-21, and Gascot set to serve it for the Bears. Gascot is from San Juan, Puerto Rico. The jump serve over the net, a lot of top spin. Berea College handles it, and coming over the net is Connor Cook with pretty much the same exact thing we saw from Amari Edie one play ago. It's a one-point game, 23-22. UPIKE fought back from what I believe was a 6-point deficit earlier this set. Now a good serve from Gascot handled. Sent back over the free ball. Amari Edie over to Morris. The set to Ray, and it's a little long. Berea College gets the point, 24-22, and this is set point.
Service here from number 4. I believe that's Sydney Short. Service is up. It's more of a lob in front of Caitlin Fott. Morris with the right hand pushes it over. Ashworth is there, though. Caitlin Fott. Morris. Cook. Blocked by number 7, Caitlin Smith, and that'll do it for set number 1. Berea, they take it by a score of 25. Senior night, set number 1 at the University of Pikeville. Berea up 1-0. I'm Sean Ryan with Caleb Noe. We'll be back in just a minute.
Welcome back here to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. I'm Caleb Noe alongside Sean Ryan for tonight's broadcast. It's senior night here at UPIKE. UPIKE drops the first set 25-22 to Berea. Now both teams are back at 0-0, and we are set to start set number tonight. We had senior night ceremonies before the first set of the night.
On the court for the Bears, 17, Audrey Ray. 18, Connor Cook. 12, Amari Edie. Number 8, Sydney Hall. 15, Sydney Morris. 13, Caitlin Fott. She'll be the libero. And number 7, Natalia Gaskell.
Sean, we talked about it earlier, but 5 of the 6 players that the Bears lose, the seniors are 5'10". 5 of the 6 players are 5'10", and the other one's 5'9". So a lot of height is being lost this coming year for UPIKE.
Amari Edie, she'll go with the first attack. Berea's there. Ashworth. Goscote receives it. Morris over to Connor Cook, and Connor Cook gets the kill.
Speaking of that height, and I was going to mention, the recruiting trail and Coach Gassman likely recruiting some taller players, some up front, but some young talent already on the team for UPIKE. Cook, Fott, Edie.
A lot to build on.
Ray.
Yeah. A whole lot to build on if you're this UPIKE volleyball team.
Not to mention Gasco, also a freshman. So Fott, one of the better servers. Serves it up. It's go by the libero. Berea sending it back over. Gasco gets another dig. She's been playing well defensively tonight. Very well. Berea sets something up. They're going to get an attack. And Gasco, as soon as Sean, I'm going to stop making big time compliments because every time I do, Berea seems to exploit it somehow.
Yeah.
But Gasco dives, makes a good effort, can't quite get to the ball. And Berea gets the point, 2-1.
There's something about being an announcer.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is a jinx there.
I don't know what it is.
Served by Sydney Short, received by Gosco. Gosco with more. Connor Cook destroys her second in a row. 3-1 Bears.
Connor Cook can do a lot of different things on the floor, but when you set her up to do what she's good at, and especially on that left side as the hitter, she is very, very good, especially as a freshman.
Served by Audrey Ray over to the right side. Going to be a free ball from Caitlin Smith. Fott's there. Morris. Sydney Hall blocked to the net. Caitlin Fott, a great dig. I don't know. No, that's a bad call.
Coach Gassman agrees with you.
Yeah, that's a bad. Caitlin Fott did a great job. She got underneath that ball. I have video evidence.
You're right. Can we throw the red flag? Red challenge flag? Caitlin Fott will step over and have a word with the official herself, and it's something we haven't seen a senior, but she is very, very confident that she did not do anything wrong.
That's a great play by Caitlin Fott. She's not going to get credit for it. Coach Gassman still doesn't agree with it.
Coach Obed steps in and gives Caitlin a word of encouragement. Says good play, really. That's what he said.
Shake it off.
Play, shake it off, yeah.
Two referees are going to take a moment here to talk about it. I think they're going to say it hit the ground. I don't see them overturning it.
There's no way it hit the ground, but I mean, you might be right.
I think that's
that
what they're
might be
going to
the
say.
call.
Yeah.
You're right.
You don't make that. You don't make that clean of a play on that.
And it
for
was
that ball
a clean
to come
play.
off.
You're right. That's a good point. It was a very clean play.
Like even though she made the mistake and said hit the ground, you still think as soon as after that you see, all right, we're just going to do it over. But it is 3-2. Berea will have the serve. It'll be from number 1, Claire Mueller, win from Colorado Springs. Hot received by Cook. Morris. Hall. Kind of out of the reach of Sydney Hall. A little untimed there. That one falls in. 3-3. And Mueller again will serve for the Mountaineers. Lob serve received by Caitlin Fott. Morris with the left hand pushes it over. Ashworth is there. Morris. Hall tries for the kill. She's going to get a kill on that. 4-3.
Sydney Hall, of course, not one of the seniors mentioned. She's got a couple more years here to play at UPIKE, and she's going to be an exciting one to watch for years to come.
Only a sophomore. Serve here from Connor Cook. Cook, received by Berea. They set up Ashworth on the left side. It's received out, dug out by Cook. Morris. It's on the line. She'll
That's
get
close,
the point.
yeah. It's hard to tell from my perspective, but nice hit there.
Five to 3 on the scoreboard. Service here again from Connor Cook. Bears up by 2. Lobs it in there. Nice serve. Free ball was going to be
Nice
over from
play.
Leona Looney, but Sydney Hall said, not in my house.
Not tonight.
6-3. Serve from Cook. A long knuckling serve. Simone Brown, more of a free ball over. And nobody's there on the set. Sydney Hall was going around the back of Sydney Morris. Instead, Sydney Morris thought she was going in the front. 6-4. Service up from Ashworth. A jump serve just over the net. Caitlin fought a great job off the net. Blocked by the Bears. And Simone Brown cannot come up with it. Miscommunication there. 7-4. Bears on.
My favorite thing to watch about Caitlin Fott is just her pure athletic ability. Just a very athletic player.
Serve is up from Cecilia Ray. She's going to get an ace as they're unable to handle it. 8-4. Bears their biggest lead so far at 4 points. Cecilia Ray, the freshman from Betsy Lane, she'll serve again. Good serve from Ray. Berea able to handle that one. They set up Simone Brown. That's off the net. Was it tipped? No. Out of bounds. It's 9-4. Cecilia Ray again, her third serve in a row. And that one is into the net. 9-5 now. Simone Brown, she'll serve for Berea. Big jump serve. Top spins it over. Nice. A lot of top spin on that thing.
Wow.
Sydney Morris to Esquivel. The senior with a big time kill.
We've seen her pull a couple of those big time kills tonight.
She's taking advantage of senior night.
She has. 10-5 is the score. UPIKE leads it kind of backwards as opposed to what we saw in set 1, where Berea kind of held a steady 5-point lead the whole time.
And that one is Nicole Baker, but it's blocked to the net.
Ari Edie.
11-5. Bears now up by 6. The Bears have taken on this Berea team one time this year. They dropped it 3-0 this season at Berea.
Berea on pace to do the same with a win in set number 1, but the Bears not laying down quickly here in set 2, taking a 12-5 lead early.
Off to a hot start. (12-6). Berea gets the point. Service here will be from number 14, Megan Keller. Keller will serve from the right side. Laudry Ray's there. Sydney Morris there. Esquivel. Boom. Esquivel, another kill.
Name that we've said a lot tonight. Having a big night. The captain, the senior.
Our family's in town.
Playing her not only last home game of her career, the last regular season game of her career as well, before the Mid-South Conference Championship next week kicks off at Campbellsville University. Let's take a break as we are in a timeout. 13-6 is the lead for UPIKE.
And we're back here, 13-12 at UPIKE Senior Night. The Bears and Mountaineers. Goscote serve goes long. 13-7. Berea on top.
Goscote having a big night tonight, serves that one a little long, but seems like she's refined a lot of different areas in her game.
Absolutely.
Really worked during practice.
Amari Edie, great play on a dive, but 17. Kyra Robinson there to kill it back down. Nothing the Bears could do about that except a heck of a play from Amari Edie.
One thing I want to mention is it's Greek Sing Night over at Booth Auditorium. Starts at 9 o'clock. It's $1 to get in or a canned food item as far as I have heard. Berea hits this, and they'll return it. Blocked at the net by Amari Edie and Audrey Ray side. So a point for Berea. 13-9 is the score. A 4-point lead still remains for UPIKE.
Service here from Nicole Baker. Lob serve in front of Connor Cook. She comes up with it. Morris to Ray. Blocked to the net. Over to the Bears side. Great job by Connor Cook. Morris to Edie. Edie pushes one over. And Berea's there. Ashworth kind of threw it over, but gets it to fall. 13-10. Coach Gassman, she's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with her as the Bears only up now by 3. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are back. UPIKE Berea 13-10. UPIKE leads. Berea leads, though, 1-0 in the match. Took set 1, 25-22. Service over received by Caitlin Fott. Over to Connor Cook. She's going to get the kill. 14-10.
Berea doing a good job of getting 2 defenders up over the net, but the ball comes down on their side of it. 14-10, a 4-point lead for UPIKE, and Caitlin Fott serving it up.
Jump serve from Fott. It's a good one, received by Ashworth. Over to Keller. Keller back to Ashworth. Blocked by Sydney Hall. And Audrey Ray, point for the Bears.
Things going the Bears' way on the first time out. That's what you like to see, especially if you're Coach Gassman or Coach Obed. Fott serving it up once again.
And tipped there by Hall and over the head of Connor Cook. 15-11, 4-point lead for UPIKE. Sydney Short here will serve, the freshman. And good serve received by Cook. Her pass, though, is too far to the net. Audrey Ray's there for the dig. And boom, big time kill. 16-11.
Sydney Hall is very powerful, but one thing that she does and that you sometimes don't notice because of the sheer power in her hits, but she places it very well.
Yeah, a lot of athleticism when she's in the air to see people move around. That kind of, and only a sophomore. I'll tell you what, a lot to build off of her, and a lot to look forward to this team. There, received by the Mountaineers. Simone Brown, ouch! Right off the arms of Audrey Ray.
Looked a lot like a Sydney Hall kill.
Yeah,
coming from the other side of the net. And Simone Brown, the key player for Berea, she has been all night long. She's from Illinois, a 5'10" sophomore.
Serve here will be Claire Mueller. 16-12 on the scoreboard. Mueller, good serve on a line in front of Caitlin Fott. Over to Morris. Morris to Connor Cook. She finishes it. 17-12, the kill for Connor Cook. Bears up by 5. Cook will serve. Received by Baker. To Miller. And dug out there by Caitlin Fott. Over to Morris. Morris to Esquivel off the net. blocked in front of the hands of Nicole Baker. Kill for Esquivel, 18-12.
The net worked in the advantage of UPIKE, worked to the advantage of UPIKE there. I learned a new fact recently. The net is 7 feet 4 inches off the ground in women's volleyball, 8 feet in men's volleyball.
Been doing this 2 years and never even thought about it.
Learn new things all the time.
18. Service here from Taylor Ashworth. Big jump serve, a lot of top spin received by Taylor Bragg. Too close to the net. Simone Brown able to kind of, I don't know if she was meaning to do that, but it went all hands to her left. Fall cuts the lead down to 18-14. Service up again from Ashworth. A lot of top spin in front of Taylor Bragg. Morris, Esquivel top spins that over. Over to Nicole Baker. Off the hand of Sydney Hall. As Caitlin Fott was on a slide to make the dig. But Hall hit it over her head. 18-15. Berea has cut it down to 3.
The broadcasting volleyball has kind of been a learning experience for both of us. The last year for me, the last 2 years for you, but been a fun one.
Sydney Moore. Oh! Big time kill.
I'm glad that the viewers and the listeners have video to look at because there's no way to really explain what kind of kill that was. It was spectacular.
Then again, I don't know how good this will look on their computers, so you never know if they can even see that ball when it's hit that hard.
Well, it was spectacular. The kill there from Sydney Hall.
Cecilia Ray, she couldn't see it. Our line judge over there couldn't see it, but the head referee says it went out. I think I agree with her. 19-16, Bears still up by 3. Service by Simone Brown, received by Bragg. Bragg to Morris, Morris to Esquivel. That's tipped to the net by Mountaineer. Amari Edie. Sydney Morris back to Amari Edie, dug out by Berea. And Sydney Short sends one over. That was Mueller. Sydney Morris, Edie pushes one over just a bit outside, though. Point for Berea, 19-17 now.
Edie really playing outside of herself tonight, playing just a spectacular game. That one goes a little bit outside, but doesn't take away anything from her game so far.
Great play by Esquivel. I'll tell you what, with the right hand there. That attack is going to be good from number 17, Kyra Robinson, as Caitlin Fott mishandles it. It's 19-18 now. All of a sudden, Berea's cut back into this thing. 1 point, yeah. Served by Brown. Not as much topspin on that one as she normally has. Morris pushes that one over. Taylor Bragg couldn't get it on a dive, and all of a sudden it's tied at 19 apiece.
6-foot junior Kyra Robinson playing a factor in the front row for Berea right now. We've got a timeout. It's all knotted up at 19. Back after this short break for more UPIKE versus Berea volleyball on senior night.
And we're back here, and all knotted up 19 apiece. I'm Sean Ryan with Caleb No. UPIKE volleyball as they're taking on the Berea College Mountaineers. Berea with the serve. It'll be Simone Brown. Off the net and out of bounds. UPIKE now back up by 1. Served by Sydney Morris. Received by Short, but it wasn't a good receive. Way out of bounds into the crowd, 21-19. Service by Sydney Morris again. Bears up by 2. Good serve. Blocked by Esquivel and Edie. Volley back over, though. Baker. More. And 17 hits it over. Caitlin Fott's there for the dig. Morris pushes one over. Tell you what, I can't even really keep up with the volley right now. Esquivel, she'll try and finish it. Gonna get it going after Nicole Baker couldn't handle it cleanly.
Late in a volleyball game, when you can win a volley like that, it's huge, Sean. The Bears lead by 3, 22-19, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Back shortly, it's 22-19, a 3-point lead for UPIKE. Welcome back here to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. Sydney Morris set to serve it away for UPIKE. They lead 22-19. The serve is playable in the back row for Berea. Set up at the net by Mueller. Attacked over, and it can't be handled by UPIKE defensively. Point goes to Berea, 22-20. And Berea will get the serve. A couple substitutions coming on and off the floor for Berea. And set to serve will be Megan Keller, a junior from Delaware, Ohio. And they get set to receive. The serve is a nice, easy lob over the net. Morris sets up Esquivel over the net, an attack, and a kill for the senior, Haley Esquivel. 23-20, and Haley Esquivel is another one who's played one heck of a game tonight so far. She will be substituted out for freshman from Puerto Rico, Natalia Gasco. Checks into the game, and she will immediately serve for the Bears, 23-20. The Bears 2 points away from evening out this thing in the match. Berea College took the first set of the night, 25-22. Gasco serves it over, handled back row. And right, a nice serve. And Amari Edie blocks it at the net onto Berea's side. We talked about it earlier, but Amari Edie, the freshman, playing big-time volleyball tonight. And we've got set point, 24-20.
Holcomb getting the clap going. Gasco will serve. Top spins it in. Handle it. Tip to the net. Audrey Ray's there. Sydney Morris. Caitlin Fott, free ball over. And point good. 25-20. The Bears take it. Set number 2, 25-20. We're tied at 1 apiece. We'll get set to head to set number 3. We'll be back in just a minute. And we are back here at the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. I'm Sean Ryan. Caleb Note to my right. Volleyball, UPIKE, Berea. The Bears and Mountaineers were knotted up at one apiece. So far, Berea took it 25-22, set number one. The Bears came back to take set two, 25-20. Natalia Gosko will serve. Good topspin. Berea sets up Kyra Robinson for the kill, and first point of set three goes to Berea. Service here from number 18, Nicole Baker. Lobs it in. Amari Edie's there. Morris, free ball over from Audrey Ray. And they set up Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Fotts there. Cook, Goscote, free ball over. Nice play by the Bears to at least get a free ball over. Big number 17, Kyra Robinson gets the kill as Goscote couldn't get it on a dive to a right. 2-0 now. Berea on top. Service up, received by Fott. Morris. Audrey Ray. Baker's there. Big time block from Audrey Ray, though. Swats that one down. 2-1.
Short is libero in the back of the defense for Berea. That's who Fott served to most of the night. This time it goes to the right side, and it's hit over the net and too long out of bounds. Fott will get an opportunity to serve it again.
They said it. They did say it was tipped. I don't know by who.
Tipped. Yeah, that was kind of a high serve to be tipped, or a high attack to be tipped. But one way or another, 3-1 is the score. So Short will now get the serve. And she sends it over the net to Connor Cook up in the front row. Now Morris, and Hall sends a free ball over. Free ball is not usually what Hall sends over, but this time she has to settle for that. But Berea sends it over too long, and once again they're going to say it was tipped. So Berea College catching a few nice breaks here as of late. 4-1 is the score. Berea has a 3-point lead. Both of the last tips were questionable. Short will get the serve once again. Serves it over the net. Fott handles it. Front row now Morris. Sets up Ray. Blocked at the net. Morris up to Ray once again. Now it'll be Cook with the attack. Blocked at the net again. Morris. Fott. Cook attacking. Tipped at the net. Berea College handles it. Now an attack coming from Berea. Morris digs it up. Gasco over to Cook. A free ball over. Nice job finding a gap in Berea's defense, but Berea resets and handles it. Sends it over now. Fott digs it up. Morris sets it over the net. Berea sends it back. Gasco digs it up. Fott front row sets up Cook. A dig back row over top of her head by Short, the libero. Now back over to UPIKE side. Gasco, Morris, Audrey Ray sends it over on the attack. Gets herself a kill, 4-2, and UPIKE wins another long-winded volley. By long-winded, I mean myself having to call that volley.
I'm proud of you. You did well.
4-2 is the score. Berea College leads by 2, and Audrey Ray will serve. She gets herself an untouched ace. I don't know if it was a miscommunication between the two Berea College players. I'm gonna have to say that's what it was, or if they just didn't see the ball right. 4-3 is the score. Audrey Ray will try to even it up at 4 with this serve. Sends it over. Another good serve. Top spin on it. Handled back row. Now Brown gets a big-time kill for Berea. Makes the score 5-3.
Tell you what, when she gets a good set to her, she's good. She finds holes and with really authority.
I don't know if it's too much of a stretch to say one of the best attackers we've seen all season when she gets set up correctly.
Only a sophomore. Caitlin Fott there, more. Sydney Hall, a great job adjusting to that set, but unable to get on top of it enough. Sails it a little long, 6-3, Berea on top.
Yeah, she was kind of leaning back a little bit, and it messed up her leverage. Sydney Hall digs it up. Morris. Now Cook sends a free ball over. UPIKE will reset. Berea College tries to transition. Caitlin Fott dives to try to dig that up. Nothing doing there, though. 7-3 is the 4-point lead for Berea.
What a play from Brown. She went up with her right and transitioned to her left to find a hole. Great play.
Fott receives. Morris over to Hall. Blocked at the net by Berea College. Leanne Looney, 5'10", with help from Brown.
Coach Gassman will take a timeout. She doesn't go home with them in her pockets. It's 8-3, Berea on top. All right, we are back, 8-3. Now 8-4 as Berea serves one. Checking into the game for the Bears is senior out of Toll House, California, Haley Esquivel. Connor Cook will serve as the Bears trail by 4. Good serve by Cook, received by Ashworth. Ashworth to Mueller. Mueller to Simone Brown. They're going to call double touch on the set from Claire Mueller. 8-5. Bears trying to chip away at the lead. Down to 3. Cook to serve. And that is on the line for a clean ace.
Coach Gassman getting 2 very good servers in this past season's freshman class between Cook and Fott, both with the ability to pull out a lot of aces.
Cook still get an ace. Eight to 7, 1-point lead. Well,
for once in my broadcasting career, I gave somebody a compliment and they made me look good for it.
Not a boy.
That's Connor Cook getting 2 straight aces. 8 to 7 is what the scoreboard reads. 1-point lead for Berea, and Connor Cook will remain at the service line looking for a 3rd straight ace. Having to wipe up a slick spot on the floor. Cook serves it over, handled back row by Short this time. Now sent over and blocked at the net by Sydney Hall. Berea recovers from it. Blocked at the net once again. This time it's Morris. Berea going back at it once again, sending it over. It's Hall. Morris blocked at the net. Fott again with a dig. Now Morris pulls this one up, and Esquivel sends it over the net. Berea will get an opportunity to transfer, but it's not going to be worth anything there as Esquivel gets over the net and gets herself a block. 8-8 is the score. All knotted up, and Connor Cook remains at the service line.
Cook with the right hand, a good serve on the line. Received by Short. A little double hit there from Claire Mueller.
And that'll be another ace for Connor Cook.
9.
3 of her 4 serves have been aces.
Bears now up by 1. Good serve again. There's another ace.
So 4 of her last 5 serves have been aces. That's incredible.
Yeah, tell you what, goodness gracious. 2-point lead for UPIKE.
Can it just be this easy all the time? But aces are never easy, run. But shoot.
Good serve. Does that go as an ace? Yeah.
Yeah. 5 of her last 6.
Coach Cantrell is going to take a timeout for Berea. The Bears on a 7-0 run, as now they're up by 3 at 11-8. We'll be back in just a minute. We're back. Connor Cook to serve. Good serve by Cook. Nicole Baker's there. Over to Mueller. Mueller to Ashworth. That one's long. Was not tipped in the net. Point for UPIKE, 12-8.
Berea arguing for a tip.
Yeah. I feel like that's like in soccer, they fake injuries. Volleyball players, they want tips.
They want that tip. Berea has argued for it all night long.
Ashworth, she'll get the kill. 12-9.
Well, Connor Cook served, if I'm not mistaken, 7 times in a row. 5 of those were aces. So Berea is just happy to get her off the service line.
Ashworth, big spin and jump serve. Top sends it over. Bragg is there. Morris Esquivel. Big time kill. The captain. 13-9.
Have to smile and clap for Haley Esquivel having a huge night on her senior night, showing out for the home crowd one last time.
We don't have stats and whatnot, but I'm thinking this is one of the best games that she's had this year.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you there.
At least in home games, the games that I've had a chance to watch. That serve by Cecilia Ray goes a little bit long, so it's 13-10. Simone Brown will serve. Sydney Hall checked into the game. Top spins it over. Murphy's there. Morris Esquivel. Nice move, and Nicole Baker can't get there. Esquivel gets a kill.
Once again, 14-10. 4-point lead for the home standing UPIKE Bears.
Coach Paul Cantrell, he's heated over there for the Mountaineers. 14-10. Service here from good serve, received by Baker. Baker back for the kill, blocked. 14-11.
Well, good play by Edie and Audrey getting up there for it, but it just deflected a little bit too hard off their hands and went out of bounds. They were there to make the play, though. 14-11 as Berea grabs that point. It's still a UPIKE lead by 3.
A back-and-forth match was 8-4 Berea at one point, and then all of a sudden 11-8. 12-8. 12-8, and then now 14-11. Esquivel unable to receive it off of Caitlin Thott, off of Murphy.
So
Ace.
10-3 run now becomes a 10-4 run for UPIKE, one way or another. Incredible.
Service will be from Megan Keller, the junior from Delaware. Morris. Audrey Ray blocked by number 7, Caitlin Smith, but out of bounds. UPIKE extends the lead to 15-12. Coach checks in the game.
Berea's been hard to handle up front. They've got 4 players above 6 feet tall. UPIKE's tallest players are 5'10".
Goscote, good serve. Received by Baker. A little knuckle shot. Goscote's there. Morris. Cook. Great play by Amari Edie on the reflexes. That one, though, off of Sydney Morris and out. Point for Berea, 15-13.
Caitlin Smith, once again, 6'1" from Kokomo, Indiana. Not to be confused with Kokomo, the island.
Down in Kokomo. Sorry. Good dig right there by number 4. Ashworth. Blocked by Audrey Ray for the point. (16-13).
And Caitlin Fott set to serve it away for UPIKE. 3 still stands for the home Bears. Berea handles it back row. A good block at the net by Cook and Hall. Berea tries to set something up. Morris digs it up. Good play by Morris. You're right. Fought over to Cook, who sends a free ball over. Questionable whether it was going to be out or in. Baker plays it. Now it's sent over the net, tipped by Audrey Ray and out of bounds. 16-14 as Berea takes that point. Short gets ready to serve it. She's the libero for Berea. She's a freshman from Lexington, Kentucky. So both liberos in this game are freshmen.
Yep.
Fought and Short. Both from Kentucky as well.
At first, I thought you were going to say both from Lexington. Fought's from Louisville, of course. Good big-time kill right there. I believe that was Audrey Ray, 17-14.
My brother getting rowdy in the audience, leading in the cheering section over there.
I didn't know you had a brother who went here.
Yeah, my younger brother. He's my roommate, actually.
Okay.
Fitting enough.
Free ball over. That's Goscote. Morris. Cook tipped to the net. Mountaineers set up a play on the right side. Blocked by Hall, but off of a...
It was going out of bounds, but Caitlin Smith just ended up being in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And if you're UPIKE, she was in the right spot at the right time. And UPIKE, it's sort of a lucky point. 18-14 is the score, and they lead it. Audrey Ray serves, and it's a little too long, out of bounds. 18-15, a three-point lead, still stands for UPIKE. And we'll have a substitution for the Bears. It'll be Haley Esquivel coming in for Audrey Ray. Serving it up for Berea. Will Colorado serves it over. Caitlin Fott dives over to dig it up and receive it, but she mishits it. That's something we don't hear very often is Caitlin Fott mishits it. Probably the first time tonight that that's happened. It's 18-16. UPIKE still leads. Mueller serves it over once again. Esquivel receives. Now Morris, front row, sets up Connor Cook, who takes full advantage of it. Finds herself a kill, 19-16, back up to a three-point lead. And Haley Esquivel checks into the game for Gasco. Connor Cook serves it away, and it's going to be a little outside the court of play. And her last time up to serve, 5 of her 7 serves were aces. This time,
tell you what, she was going for that out of that left side on that line right at the libero every
You're
time
right.
so far.
Serve comes over, handled
Great
by
play. Rachel.
Sydney Morris tries a tip shot over the net. Now Brown sends it over to Esquivel, and Sydney Hall attacks, kills, scores a point for UPIKE, 20-17, a three-point lead. UPIKE will get the serve, and it'll be Sydney Hall. We've got a stoppage in play. A three-point lead for UPIKE. Determined up. Handled back row by Short. Now Mueller, and Brown tips it over the net. Bragg over to Esquivel. Sydney Morris, a tip shot over. Now Murphy digs it up. Morris sets up Amari Edie over the net. But Berea College gets the point, 20-18, a two-point lead for UPIKE. So UPIKE, ever since they went on the 10-3 run, they've held on to a steady but small lead. The playmaker for Berea gets a serve. Fott digs it up. Morris sets up Murphy. Berea gets the attack, and it's close to the corner, I believe, in play.
Yes.
So it's
big-time kill there.
Kill for Berea College, finding the blank spot in UPIKE's defense. 20-19. The lead is down to 1 for UPIKE.
Every game going down to the wire. Simone Brown with the serve. Received by Bragg. Bragg to Morris. Morris to Esquivel. Tip to the net. What a play by Brown. Wow. Ashworth. Morris. Esquivel. Blocked to the net. Out of bounds. Just didn't get part of the line. 21-19. Serve here from Sydney Morris. Bears up by 2. Into the net. 21-20. And service here will be from number 14, Megan Keller. Keller, a good serve. Off the arms of Esquivel. ties it up at 21 apiece.
You said it's been a tight set. It's been all tight matches all night long. The first two sets of the 92 total points scored, 47 were scored by UPIKE, 45 were scored by Berea in the first two sets combined. UPIKE tips it over the net. Audrey Ray attacks and kills. UPIKE grabs a point, 22-21. They take the lead, and Natalia Gascot steps into the game. She will serve it away immediately for the Bears. The jump goes into the net. So it's 22-22. Something Gascot has really worked on this season is that serve. Tried to develop that. This time it goes Berea's way. Morris sets up Ray, and nobody can handle it. Baker tried to get a hand in there, but the serve, or excuse me, the attack was too powerful to handle. 23-22, a 1-point lead for UPIKE, and just who you want to be serving it, it's Caitlin Fott, the leader on the team in aces.
Cook to Morris. Morris. Audrey Ray, she'll keep it in bounds. They set up Ashworth on the left side. Fott's there. And they're going to say a Bear got a piece of the net. They're going to call that on, I believe, I think that was 8, Sydney Hall. 23-23.
So at this point, it's a race to see who can go up by 2.
Game to 25, you must win by 2. Serve received by Gasco. Close to the net. Morris, a good job handling it. Cook, an attack dug out. Ashworth, that's out of bounds. I don't know if it was tipped. I don't think it was tipped. It was.
No, the indication is that Berea will get the point. See, Sean, I agree with you.
They're going to say it was tipped. I didn't think that was tipped at all.
Yeah, I don't believe that was tipped.
Coach Gassman, she's going to take a timeout. It's 24-23. We'll take a quick timeout with her. No, hold on. All right, we are back. 24-23. Berea with the serve and a chance to go up 2-1. The Bears trying to hang around and stay in this thing.
This set point is short. Gets the serve for Berea.
Jump serve. Received by Gasco. Morris. Audrey Ray blocked by Brown. And Cook and Gasco, miscommunication. It falls in between them. And the Mountaineers of Berea College take set 3 by a score of 25 to 23-1 in the match. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back for set number 4. And we are back. Here at the University of Pikeville, I'm Sean Ryan with Caleb Noe along to my right. The Bears down 2-1 in this match against Berea College as they dropped set 1 25-22. Bears took set 2 25-20 and lost set 5 23.
Cook attacks. And Berea handles. They will return it. Back row. Gascott dives, gets a one-handed dig. Caitlin Fott will put it back into play, make it manageable. Cook sends it over the net. Berea College sets up. Caitlin Fott gets a dig. It goes over the net, and hey, UPIKE will take it.
Yes, absolutely.
1-0. Not how you design it, not how you set it up, but Caitlin Fott actually gets a kill unintentionally.
Wipe up. A little bit of wetness on the floor. As Caitlin Fott gets set to serve again. Or her first, I guess. Jump serve. Good one. And they set up Smith in the middle. Great play, Gosco. More. Audrey Ray tips in the net. Going to fall in front of short on the dive. 2-0 Bears.
So UPIKE grabs the first 2 points here in the fourth set. They're down 2-1 in the match. Serve is over the net. Short handles it, and it'll be returned back to UPIKE. Gosco. Morris. Connor Cook attacks. Handled back row by Short once again. And an attack from Berea. It's too long. UPIKE takes another one. 3-0. Taking control quickly here in set number 4. UPIKE needs this set to stay alive in tonight's match. Caitlin Fott serves it once again, close to the net. Berea has trouble with it, and it'll be a double hit, or a lift, excuse me, it's a lift. So 4-0 now with the score, and Caitlin Fott remains at the service line for UPIKE. Freshman from Louisville puts it over the net, another good serve, handled in the middle. And an attack coming off the hands of Connor Cook on the block. Falls to UPIKE, and Berea grabs its first point here in set 4. 4-1 is the score.
Service will be from Sydney Short. It's good, received by Fott. Fott to Morris, and that's too low for Sydney Hall to handle. 4-2 all of a sudden.
So Berea trying to take its turn at some momentum here in set 4. Short serves it over. A good one, handled by Gosco. Now Audrey Ray and Caitlin Fott steps up to send it over. Free ball. Morris digs it up. Fott sets up Audrey Ray, and Ray takes advantage of that, kills it to the back of the court. 5-2 is the score. 3 points for UPIKE. And Audrey Ray will get her try from the service line. Score once again, 5-2. UPIKE leads it. Ray serves it over, handled back row by. Now with the attack is Caitlin Smith.
Great job by Sydney Hall there.
Fought over to Ray in the attack. Berea handles it, and they will get the attack. Now the block at the net by a combination of Morris and Hall, both of the Sydneys. And that'll grab another point for UPIKE. A 4-point lead, 6-2. And UPIKE starting out hot in set 4. Audrey Ray serves it once again, handled by Short. Now Baker sends a free ball over. Caitlin in the front row attacks, and that'll be a kill. 7-2, 5-point lead for UPIKE. And Audrey Ray serves once again. The jump serve is to the right side of the floor. It was going to be close to the line. Berea plays it anyway. Audrey Ray sets up Morris Hall, and a big time kill. 8-2.
Power behind that thing. I've said since I broadcasted I would not want to be on the receiving end of that thing. Still to this day, I never want to.
Nor would I, ever. Audrey Ray serves it again. Berea has trouble handling it. They're going to find a way to get it over the net. Morris sets up Connor Cook, blocked at the net, Hall tried to put a hand on it. Not much doing. We have a player slow to get up on the hardwood on the Berea side.
Number 7, Caitlin Smith.
So 8-3 is the score, a 5-point lead for UPIKE. Sean, you want to take a short injury break?
Yes, we will take a quick timeout. We'll be back. And just all right, we are back. As Caitlin Smith was able to walk over to the sideline. Justin's over there taking a look at her. I think she might have hit her head a little bit hard on the ground when she went down. So Caitlin fought there. Morris to Connor Cook. Dug out by Short. And Ashworth hits that one into the net. Point for UPIKE. 9-3. Bears extend the lead to 6 points. Down 2-1 in the match. Connor Cook to serve. Received by Short. Short to Miller. Miller to Ashworth. Blocked by Sydney Hall. 10-3.
I would venture to say that 7 points is the largest lead of the night for UPIKE.
I would think so.
Possibly for either team.
Yeah, I would think so.
10-3 is the lead for UPIKE, and Connor Cook, who's had a good night serving, steps up to the service line.
Again. And miscommunication between number 12, Elena Fox, and Taylor Ashworth. Bears get a point, 11-3.
Seems like Berea is just sort of falling apart here in set 4. 11-3, an 8-point lead for UPIKE. And
a lot of miscommunication. Cook will serve again. Good serve. Received by Mueller. Ashworth got it way up there, and she gets the kill. 11-4.
A lot can be said for UPIKE hanging in. And, I mean, when you get down 2-1 in a match, going into set 4, and you're Coach Gassman, you can rally your troops and take an early 11-4 lead in set 4. That's big time. Now a serve comes over the net, and Rachel Murphy is unable to handle it. 11-5 is the score. 6 UPIKE remains, and Ashworth gets set to serve for Berea. Nice serve, one of the best serves we've seen tonight from Berea, and Hall attacks, but it's blocked at the net by the playmaker, Simone Brown. On Berea's side of things, 11-6 now is a 5-point lead for UPIKE, and Ashworth will serve once again. Head coach Paul Cantrell on his feet. Ashworth serves it up. This one, a high one, comes down in play. Murphy, Morris, left side. Esquivel attacks. Handled back row by Ashworth. Now Baker attacks. Fought, handles it. Morris, right side, front row, left side. Esquivel attacks, and it's going to be too long. 11-7. So Berea College fighting back there on a 4-0 run right now.
Cutting into the lead a little bit. Taylor Ashworth for the Mountaineers. Goodness, she throws that thing high. Morris. Esquivel tipped to the net. Ashworth is there. And they set up Nicole Baker, blocked to the net. Mueller's there. They set up Simone Brown. Murphy. Morris. Hall. She gets the kill. 12-7 Bears.
I'm no volleyball expert. I've never claimed to be, but looks like UPIKE is causing Berea to defensively try to do a lot of different things, and that time they got Berea too spread out. Sydney Hall found the gap.
Good serve there. And miscommunication. It's going to fall in. 13-7. Sydney Hall will serve again.
Everything clicking for UPIKE right now. And as soon as I say that,
That's
there.
on you.
I think I'll just stop
on
talking.
you, Caleb.
I was on a roll, and a couple times during set number 3, I said something, and then that exact thing happened, and in UPIKE's favor. This time, Amari Edie tries to go up for it at the net, and really height kind of won over there. Kyra Robinson at 6 foot goes up and gets the point for Berea. 13-9, a 4-point lead for UPIKE, and a service error coming from Berea now, and the playmaker Brown serves it out of bounds. Sydney Morris will get the serve now for UPIKE. 14-9, a 5-point lead. UPIKE on track right now to evening out the match 2-2, but it's too early to speak as of right now. Baker sends it over the net. Fott goes down and gets the dig. More Esquivel, and a kill coming from the senior captain, Haley Esquivel from Toll House, California. So 15-9, a 6-point lead here in set 4, and on the night was 8 points. It was 11-3 earlier in this set. Baker attacks and kills. Murphy dives for it, can't quite get there. A good play by Ashworth on Berea's side of things. 15-10. And Megan Killer, a junior from Delaware, Ohio, will provide service on the Berea side of things. Serves it up and handled by Fott. Audrey Ray, left side hitter. Amari sends it over. Amari Edie sat on the net for a second, fell to Berea's side, and now they return it to UPIKE. Morris up to Esquivel on the left side, front row, sends it over. Berea handles it. Baker attacks.
Nice
Morris
play, Morris.
Digs it up. Yeah, you're right. Sydney Morris made a good play there and fought. Sends a free ball over. UPIKE will reset. Berea tries to transition into an offensive set. Caitlin Fott receives. Morris sets up Esquivel in an attack, and it goes too far. One of the first times that we've seen an extended volley go Berea's way tonight. One of those volleys that makes us short for breath and makes us lose our voice. And Berea takes the point there, 15-11. Fott receives the serve. Morris sets up Murphy from the back row, handled by Ashworth on the dig. Esquivel to Morris. Now Ray tries to attack. Doesn't get a full hand on the ball. Hits underneath it, and it doesn't get over the net. So 15-12 is the score. And there will be a timeout on the floor. Let's take that timeout with them. Back shortly. The score is 15-12. UPIKE leads it.
And we are back. 15-12. Bears lead Berea College. Set 4. High arcing serve received by Fott. Fott to Morris. Morris to Rachel Murphy. Tip to the net and into the ground. 16-12.
Coming out of the timeout, Berea was on a 9-4 to offset UPIKE's 11-3 start here in set 4. Now 16-12 is the score. 4-point lead for UPIKE. And Natalia Gasco gets set to serve it away for UPIKE. A high spin with a high serve with a lot of top spin. Fott receives it. Now Amari Edie tips it over, looking for a blank spot. It goes about a foot out of bounds. 16-13 is the score as Berea takes that point. Baker set to serve it away for Berea. Received by Fott. Now Morris to Ray. Ray attacks. Baker receives. Amari Edie tries to lightly tip it over the net. It rides along the net about probably 5 or 6 feet to the right side and falls to UPIKE's side. Hits the hardwood, and it's 16-14 as Berea grabs another one. Baker serves. Fought. Receives. Morris. Connor Cook received by Berea. A good dig in the back row by Baker.
Nice play, Natalia Gasco.
UPIKE digs it up. Connor Cook. Caitlin Fott. Morris tips it over and grabs a point for UPIKE. 17-14, a 3-point lead for the Bears. That was a fast-paced volley, Sean. Hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Caitlin Fott ready to serve it for the Bears. Young girl with a bright future here at UPIKE from Louisville, Kentucky. Close to where I'm from. Morris up to Ray, who attacks, handled in the middle by Caitlin Smith, and I believe we're going to get a double hit call is what it was. 14-18. UPIKE leads it. Caitlin Fott serves it over. Ooh, miss hit. Miss handle in the back row. She's the libero. She's been pretty solid all night long. Miss hits that one, and it's 19-14. A 5-point lead for UPIKE. I'm Caleb Noah alongside Sean Ryan, back momentarily.
All right, we are back. 14, Bears on top by 5. Set number 4, Caitlin Fott will serve for UPIKE. Good serve, received by Short. And they set up number 17, Kyra Robinson, for the kill. 19-15 now. Berea's cut back into the lead. Cut it down to 4.
UPIKE on pace, as we mentioned earlier, to tie up the match at 2-2. They need to hang on to this 4-point lead. Short serves it up for Berea, handled by Gascott in the middle. Played a big game tonight. Hall attacks and kills. Berea's head coach, Paul Cantrell, can't believe it. Throws his arms up in disbelief as there was a gaping hole in Berea's defense. And Sydney Hall saw that, took a full advantage of it, and increases UPIKE's lead to 5, 20-15. Audrey Ray serves it up again for the Brown kills. It's not very often we see Caitlin Fott does not be able to handle an attack like that, but it was a very, very powerful attack.
Yeah. 2016, 4-point lead for UPIKE. Long match so far, going on 2 hours.
Mueller serves it away. Morris, front row, looked like she was going to set up Hall instead. Sends a tip shot over. Caitlin Fott digs up the return. Morris, Cook, blocked at the net, off of Cook's forehead.
Yeah.
And Taylor Bragg sends it over. Caitlin Fott dives to try to dig that up. Can't quite get there. 20-17, a 3-point lead remains for UPIKE. UPIKE trying to hang on here in set 4. It's been kind of a back and forth set. This serve is just about a foot out of bounds, and UPIKE gets the point on the service error. 21-17. UPIKE did reach the 20-point threshold first. Cook serves it over, handled back row. Mueller forces Baker to have to send a free ball over. Morris sets up Hall, and I believe we're going to get a 2-hit here, double hit, yeah. 21-18. Ashworth will get the next serve for Berea. Sends it high up and jump serves
Good.
it over. A nice serve.
Wow.
Taylor Bragg couldn't do much with it. It was a really nice serve coming from Ashworth, and she's the player on Berea's side of things who's probably seen the most success serving the ball tonight. 21-19, a 2-point lead remains for UPIKE. Serve is over. Murphy handles it. Morris at the net, and it's blocked by Baker. And hey, Sean, we have a 1-point game.
All cut it down.
Ashworth
21-20.
serves it up into the net, and UPIKE catches a nice break
The
there.
Bears needed that.
22-20. Yeah, kind of a sigh of relief. And you literally sighed after that in relief, but
Yeah.
I believe everybody in the entire audience did. Sydney Hall gets set to serve it away for UPIKE. Serves it long and out of bounds. 22-21. Back to a 1-point game. Things getting tense all of a sudden. UPIKE jumped out to a quick 8-point lead, 11-3 to start out set number 4. Then a 9-4 run after that. Let Berea back into it. Morris sets up Esquivel. The attack is too long, and check it out. It's all tied up. 22-22. Berea has fought its way back into this thing, and it's anyone's game at this. Brown serves it away. Handled back row by Bragg. Up front, Morris. Now Esquivel attacks. Blocked at the net. Fought. Morris taps it over. Berea kind of scrambling for it now. Sends it over on a free ball, and they will reset. Murphy. Amari Edie taps it over the net. Berea will try to get something going out of it. Berea just having to scramble a lot in this volley. Not able to get much set up. Morris sets up Esquivel. Handled back row by Brown. In the middle, that's Mueller over the left side. Baker sends it into the net, and UPIKE catches another break there. 23-22. UPIKE leads by 1.
Everything down to the wire.
Yeah, every game tonight has been close. The first game came down to 3 points. The second, a difference of 5, and the third, a difference of 2.
Oh, goodness.
Serve goes a little too long, and check it out. Once again, 23-20 we saw in set number 3.
The first one to 2.
And so UPIKE honestly kind of deflated right now. Although it's 23-23, UPIKE gave away an 8-point lead. So you've got to believe that Berea has most of the momentum. Serve comes over and fought. Unable to handle it on the receive. So UPIKE has to take the next point, or the night will be over here at the UPIKE gym.
Coach Gassman takes a timeout. Bears down 1. Berea a chance to put the match away. We'll be back in just a minute.
UPIKE jumped out to an early 11-3 lead and eventually led 20-15, but all of a sudden, Berea leads 24-23 here in set 4. This is match point. Serving it away for Berea will be Megan Keller, the junior from Ohio. She serves it up, handled back row by Fott. Morris, front row, over to Ray, who attacks. Baker digs it up, and Berea sends it back over. Morris digs it up. Amari Edie over to Esquivel, who's had a big night. Berea College handles it, and they will attempt the return. Murphy digs it up off the floor. Morris keeps it alive, and Ray sends it over on the free ball. UPIKE doing a good job just to keep that one alive on the volley. Amari Edie blocks it at the net. A free ball over. Morris handles it. Fott sets up Esquivel. She attacks. Blocked at the net. Esquivel up to Fott. It's going to be a free ball over coming from Esquivel. She knows Berea handles it. Returns. Dug up by Ray. Now Morris sends a free ball over, trying to catch Berea off guard. Baker taps it over.
What a play by Fott.
Fott digs it up from over her head. Short handles it on the return. Baker attacks, handled by Morris. Ray dives for it. A free ball over from Fott, and it's a spectacular play from Fott. Morris handles it. Fott sends it up. Morris will send a free ball over. Finds a blank spot, but Baker steps up and handles it. An attack coming in. It hits the hardwood. Berea finishes off UPIKE 3-1. is the final in tonight's match. 25-23 is the final score in set 4. And wow, Sean, I don't know, in all season of calling UPIKE volleyball, the final play of the entire season was probably the most exciting.
Yeah, tell you what, that was a tremendous volley. A heck of a match between these two teams here tonight. Between Berea, a tough loss. It's kind of been that way for a lot of the season for the Bears. Tough losses they've played. They've showed that they can play with these teams and whatnot, just unable to finish it. And as we always say in sports, as athletes, it's all about how you finish.
Well, very few times this season can I remember UPIKE just, being blown out of the water.
Yeah, very few.
Very few times can you say that this season. Most of the time, even when playing top opponents and things like that, ranked opponents, UPIKE is at least in the game, at some point. But UPIKE will take on Lindsey Wilson 8 days from now over at Campbellsville University as they kick off the 2014 MSC Volleyball Tournament. The game time is noon next Friday, and that will be the top-ranked in MSC Volleyball, top-ranked Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders taking on your University of Pikeville Bears. Noon next Friday at Campbellsville University in the first round of the Mid-South Conference Tournament action. It's been great calling volleyball this season, Sean.
It's been fun. That'll do it. It's been fun for me for the last 2 years. My last one for the Bears, your last one after a year. We've enjoyed it very much. Thank you guys for listening. We're glad we could bring this to you guys. Hopefully somebody here next year, I'm sure they'll have it going. Hopefully somebody will be on top of it for all the home games. It's been fun. For Caleb Noe to my right, I'm Sean Ryan signing off for the last time from a UPIKE volleyball game. Again, Caleb Noe to my right, I'm Sean Ryan. We'll see you guys later, and go Bears.
Go Bears.